The Bard and the Bible, April 3rd. To inherit heaven's graces. They that have power to hurt and will do none, that do not do the thing they most do show, who moving others are themselves as stone, unmoved, cold, and to temptation slow, they rightly do inherit heaven's graces. Sonnet 94. For unto whomsoever much is given, of him shall be much required. Luke 12:48. It had to have been the lowest point in King David's life. His son Absalom had rebelled against him. He'd been driven from his capital city, separated from his family, betrayed by his closest friends, and stripped of his kingly splendor. As if that wasn't enough, some guy met David's entourage on their retreat from Jerusalem and threw rocks and curses at him. But when one of David's officers offered to cut off the guy's head, David refused, though he had the power and perhaps some justification to make an example of the man. David said, "Let him curse. It may be that the Lord will look on mine affliction, and that the Lord will requite me good for his cursing this day." Samuel 16:11, 12. Shakespeare probably didn't have David in mind when he composed his 94th sonnet, but his praise of they that have power to hurt and will do none, and thus rightly do inherit heaven's graces, certainly applies to the Israelite king, as well as to the anonymous nobleman to whom his sonnet was addressed, who had the power to hurt and apparently refrained. Positions of power and influence can tempt a person to take advantage, but they also provide an opportunity to reflect heaven's graces. Are you are you facing a choice between taking advantage or reflecting heaven's graces? Something curious. The King James version of the Bible was still being translated in 1610 when Shakespeare was 46 years old. In Psalm 46, the 46th word is shake, and the 46th word from the end of the psalm is spear. Some say this is a clue left by Shakespeare himself, though there is no direct evidence that he worked on the KJV.